Hello, sixth graders. So we've been talking about dividing whole numbers by fractions. Yesterday we talked about pre-simplifying beforehand to make it easier on ourselves. We've been talking about keep, change, flip. Now we're going to be combining all of those things, and we're just going to be talking about dividing a fraction by a fraction. Now the process does not change at all. We keep, change, flipping. We can continue to pre-simplify to help us ease our way into these problems. So let's give some of these a try. This first one, 3/10 divided by 3/5. The same process applies. We keep the 3/10. We change the division to multiplication, and we flip or find the reciprocal of 3/5 and get 5/3. Okay, so now what we're going to do, you could, if you wanted to, multiply straight across. You would just probably have to simplify at the end, so this fraction is in the reduced or simplest form. Instead of this process right here, we can pre-simplify. So we are going to look diagonal in both directions. So that's why you have these lines here to cross out. So let's look diagonally this way. Can 3 or 3 both be divided by a certain number? Do they have a common factor? Both of them can be divided by 3. So you can drag these. 3 divided by 3, cross that out. We get 1. This 3 divided by 3, they're both divided by the same number. Okay, we're basically just simplifying over here instead over here. Okay, because they're both numerator and denominator. We cancel that out, we get 1. Okay, so we pre-simplified this way. We divided the top and bottom by 3. But now let's look diagonally in the other direction. Do 5 and 10 have any common factors? Can they both be divided by something? Both of them can be divided by 5. So that's why you have all of these lines to draw your lines over them. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So look, we just pre-simplified crazily, and now we have 1/2 times 1/1. Look how easy that is. 1/2 times 1 gives you 1/2. So if you pre-simplify, you will not have to simplify at the end. If you just multiply straight across, you will have to. So that's why I have this template, just in case you don't want to pre-simplify, but I would highly recommend it. So the answer is 1/2. Okay, so let's do the next one. 4/9, we keep. Divide, we change to multiplication. We flip or find the reciprocal of 2/3 and get 3/2. So now we look diagonally. Do 4 or 2 have any common factors? Why, yes, they do. Both can be divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Now we can look in this direction. Do 9 or 3 have any common factors? Can we simplify either of those by a number? Yes, the same number, which is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So again, we really just pre-simplified this, and now we have a nice, easy 2/3 times 1/1, which would give us 2/3 as our final answer. No need to simplify. Now, if we didn't pre-simplify, let me show you what this will look like. Okay, so we got 2/3 as our answer. If you didn't pre-simplify, you would get 4/9 times 3/2. You would get 12/18, which is not in simplest form. So you would have to divide both top and bottom. In this case, I'm choosing 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 18 divided by 6 is 3. That works as well. You can do that. But the only thing with this method is that you need to make sure that your answer is in simplest form. If you pre-simplify, almost always your answer will always be in simplest form when you end. So that's the only thing. You can do either way. I will let you decide what you want to do. But those are your two options for those problems. So let's look at this next one. Okay. Keep 7/12. Change division to multiplication. Flip 3/4, find the reciprocal. It is 4/3. So now we are going to look diagonally. 7 or 3, do they have any common factors? Can you divide either of those by the same number? No, you cannot. So we actually can't do anything in that direction, unfortunately. If we look in the other direction, can you do any of 12 and 4 have a common factor? Both can be divided by 4. So they both also can be divided by 2, but we want to choose the greatest common factor, or the GCF. So we're going to divide both of these by 4. So 12 divided by 4 gives you 3. 4 divided by 4 gives you 1. So now we do have a simpler fraction. It's 7/3 times 1/3. And if we multiply straight across, we get 7/9, which cannot be simplified any further. So that's our answer. All right. So what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to complete this problem and this next slide. So those 3 problems I want you to complete for homework. See how you feel with those problems, okay? Again, you can pre-simplify if you want. You can just multiply across if you want. But just the biggest thing that I need to just clarify with you guys is to make sure that you are always keeping the first factor or quotient dividend, changing the division and multiplication, and flipping. So don't forget to always keep, change, and flip. That's the process that you can never, you have to always remember to do, because if you don't, then your problem is incorrect. So give those 3 problems a try in your notes for your homework. All right, if you do have any questions, please let me know, and have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.